So, if you are a coach or a service-based entrepreneur and you are over 50 and you've been thinking about YouTube, but you keep telling yourself it's too late or it's a lot of tech, or you think it's going to be where you have to do so much editing, it's just so much work. Well, it really isn't. And I will tell you this, it's just not difficult. It's not like we think, and YouTube is certainly changed. And so, if you're anything like me and you're thinking, okay, that's how I feel, then this video is for you. So, I'm just going to be raw about how I got started with YouTube after 50 as a coach and tell you exactly how it looked for me and how it was for me. Now, why did I resist YouTube for so long? I'm just going to be honest. I resisted it because of the fear of how I would look or, how I would sound or if I needed to do a lot of stuff. And when I realized that I didn't need to do all of that, and I have to give this credit to where it's due. I was listening to Katie Lance and she said, just get over it in a nice way. And I was like, Marcia, just get over it. And so I started making YouTube videos and I made like 30 or 40 of them and I deleted them. Delete, 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 delete. Only because I kept saying, well, this doesn't look right, and this is not perfect, and this is not right. And so, to be honest, those were just kind of excuses that I was using to not get started. And it took me like a year before I finally heard her and say, look, just get over it. And so, I didn't wake up one day and start doing YouTube videos and create a YouTube channel. I did avoid it for a long time. And when I heard those words, I was like, I told myself, I really needed to hear that. I had told myself I was already speaking and I was already training and I was already doing coaching. I was already visible. Or you might be new and just getting started, or but as a coach or a trainer or a service-based entrepreneur, I thought it was already a part of me. And YouTube isn't just for younger people or full-time creators. And I didn't really want to go viral. Here I was over 50, a coach starting my business, and I wanted to create visibility and authority for my business. And I knew that YouTube was a great place to do it. It's a search engine. People are on it. You don't have to worry about just a whole lot of stuff changing all of the time. And people are actually looking for what you do. So YouTube was a great idea, and I got started. And I'm going to tell you in this video why I'm so glad that I did get started. And so I was like, okay, the real reason I decided to start, I shifted from fear to the fact that I knew I needed to build my brand. If I wanted to grow my business, if I wanted people to find me and trust me as a coach or a speaker, something I love doing, coaching and speaking, I needed to shift from fear to the mindset of this is going to help build your brand. This is going to help you be clear, clarify your message so people know how you help them. And so that's one of the reasons why I said, okay, I'm going to start doing YouTube videos. And I decided I'm going to do one a week. Now, I didn't have a lot of tech. I didn't have heavy editing, and I didn't have fancy equipment. I had a phone. Here's my phone. I had a phone, a ring light that I got from Amazon for, I guess, about $40. And I had this mic right here. And so I was like, that's it. I have a mic. That was like $50. I have a ring light and my phone, and I got started. And I said, who do you want to speak to? And just be clear about what you're offering. And I thought, I want to speak to people like me, coaches, speakers, consultants, people who are starting their business, scaling their business, trainers, people who are speaking, they're over 50 and they're nervous about YouTube. That is who I want to talk to. And so I decided on that, and I made sure to be clear. I didn't want to be a creator. I didn't need to go viral. I just wanted to be clear, build my brand, build a brand that people could trust and people could learn from. So I wanted a place where my thinking could be live. I wanted a place where my message didn't disappear in 24 hours. People can find your YouTube videos years down the road. I wanted a place where people could actually understand how I think and how I teach and how I could help them with my brand. So that is the real reason that I decided to get started. And it was all about the fact that I wanted to build a brand, I wanted to build authority, I wanted to be found, and I wanted to build this audience of people who trusted what I do and how I could help them. So the next thing is how did YouTube change for me? And change came about because I remember starting and I had one video and I had no subscribers. And I told my husband, go subscribe. And then I had one subscriber and then I had two videos, but I kept going every single week. And I didn't have to have fancy equipment. I didn't have to have a fancy setup. Sometimes I would do a video in the living room. Sometimes I would do a video right here in my desk in front of my bookshelf. Sometimes I would do a video near the kitchen area. Sometimes even on my patio when the weather is nice. I just decided I'm going to do one video a week and I'm going to build this brand, and my message is going to be clear on what I do and who I help. And I decided 15 to 20 minutes. It didn't need to be long, but it needed to be valuable. So I stopped looking at YouTube as a social media platform and I started seeing it as a library, kind of like my books back here. And I love books and I love libraries. I said, YouTube can be like a library for me. I can give videos on branding because I am a personal branding and marketing strategist. I can do a video on branding. I can do a video on clarifying your message because that is my message that I teach people. If you're going to build a brand, you have to clarify your message. I was like, okay, I can give videos on monetization because in my Success Trifecta program, which is a framework that helps you get clear on your message, create a visibility system where you show up and thoroughly turn your knowledge or your expertise into income. And I was like, okay, I can do videos on that because all of that's for a coach or a consultant or a speaker because we need to know how to clarify a message. We need to create a system for visibility like YouTube or LinkedIn, and we need to know how to monetize by creating offers or a framework that turns our expertise, and you know a lot, right? Take your expertise and turn it into income. And so I was like, okay, I can do videos on this because all of these videos are what my ideal audience needs to grow a coaching and speaking business. And so it became a library, a once a week. And so as I think about it, it became a place where my experience could actually work for me. And the same for you. Your experience, your knowledge, your expertise could actually work for you, even when I wasn't online, because people are always on YouTube, they're always searching. So even when I wasn't online, it became a place building a brand, and it became a place where my experience could work for me. So that's when YouTube made sense to me. So I stopped saying it's going to take too much work, or it's going to take too long, or I need a lot of equipment, or it's a big deal, and it's not. And the thing about it is, I was set up, put my phone on a tripod, pick my area. I knew what I was going to talk about. Took about 15, 20 minutes, did my video. And it just took off from there from one subscriber to two subscribers to two video views. And now it is up to almost 400 subscribers. I'm getting really good views. Some of my videos get 100 views. I remember we would get two. Now I'm doing shorts and where I get hundreds of views. And so what's happening is it's not really about the views and it's not really just about subscribers because now people can find your content based on what they like and YouTube will push it out. So these are some things that I did to get started. And I played around with it for years, off and on, starting and stopping. I was very inconsistent. Now I'm never inconsistent. It's non-negotiable. I'm going to do a video every week or every 2 weeks. And it's not that I'm making myself do it. I actually I actually like doing YouTube videos. I just feel like I am serving my community. I am helping the people who want to do coaching and build their brand. So it became a place of not just me, hiding. It was about me helping. So what did I not do? Okay. I didn't try to be trendy. I don't have all of these bells and whistles and things flying. I didn't try to be trendy. I didn't try to sound younger. Okay. I started over 50 and it is what it is. I didn't try to compare myself and do all of the things that I saw people doing. I just wanted to make sure that my show or my library matched my brand, had a clear message for the people who need it. I didn't try to change how I talk, okay? And I decided be me, be authentic, show up. And I definitely didn't try to go viral, okay? Because I could get 20,000 views on a video and it not be my people, and then they never watch again. I wanted to be consistent, okay? I wanted to be consistent. I showed up as a coach, as a trainer, as someone who's been in work for a long time. So, what actually helped me to get started, besides hearing Katie Land say, just get over it, the fact that I wanted to give other coaches, speakers, consultants hope without overwhelm. And when I say without overwhelm, one video a week, 15 minutes is not a lot. Sometimes I will set up and do two or three. And it may be on a Sunday evening where I set up now I do use a camera. So I set up my camera. Sometimes I do Zoom. I set up my camera, I put it on my tripod. I write out my notes, I study my notes, and it may be 2 to 3 videos that I may do, sometimes two, because they're about 15 to 20 minutes. I set up, I decide where I'm going to set up. I have my opening, I have my hook, I have what I want to say, and I go for it. I have my lead magnet. Now, don't forget, I do have that. So look for that down below in the description. My From Clarity to Clients playbook. Now, that is a playbook you want because I created that playbook from clarity to clients because it does the 3 things that I'm talking about now. It helps you get clear on your message. That is key to being successful. You have to be clear on your message. Nothing clever, just clear. The second thing is it helps you to create a visibility system, which is what I call my 3-2-1 method. 3 posts a week. You don't have to be on every site. You don't have to be on every day. The 3-2-1 method. Two is 2 sites, 2 platforms. It could be LinkedIn and YouTube, or it could be YouTube and a Substack newsletter. I like 2 avenues. And the one part of the 3-2-1 is 1 email a week. So it's not overwhelming. And I really like that. And you are building a brand. So I talk about what I already teach and I share what I already know. You can do that too. You can talk about what you already teach. You can talk about what you already know. And I also reminded myself that I don't need millions of people. We don't need millions of people to be successful. You don't need millions to make money on YouTube, and you really don't need millions to get brand deals. You just need to reach the right people, be consistent, and grow your business. So you don't need I've heard of people with 100 subscribers making thousands every month. I've heard of people under 1,000 subscribers making crazy money. So YouTube's a great place to not only build your brand, but to bring in income. And so all of that made the difference for me. The fact that I didn't need a lot of tech. I didn't need a lot of bells and whistles. I didn't have to sound young and trendy. I didn't have to have these long, drawn out things. All of that made a difference to me. It wasn't this big production. It took me 15 to 20 minutes on a Sunday evening. I decided on my topic based on my niche, and it just all made the difference. And it wasn't like I thought. I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much. And so, what I do is I wrap up letting you know my journey from 0 subscribers, 1 subscribers to 400 now, moving to 500, moving to 1,000 because I'm going to keep being consistent even when we feel like nothing's happening. So, I want you to hear this. If you're over 50, or maybe you're 45, but you're getting there, and you've been telling yourself some of the things that I told myself. Maybe it's too late, maybe it's too techy, maybe it's too hard, maybe it's too much stuff to start something new. I want you to hear this. Your experience is your advantage. Now, for me, I've been an English professor for 25 years. I have a lot of experience. And then I retired and I can teach, I can write, I can do branding, and I have a lot of experience just like you. Your experience is your advantage. I love teaching, I love coaching, I love speaking, and I'm really deciding on the fact that having systems and frameworks are great. That's why they call me the queen of systems because they are great. So this is for you. I want you to hear this, okay? So your clarity matters. And I talk about it on my LinkedIn, on my Instagram. Your clarity matters. Clarity first, system second. A system is simply a weekly process for me. That's my system. It's a weekly process of the different things that I do. Clarity first, system second, clients consistently. And it's true. And you don't have to become someone else to be visible. You can be authentic. I know so many people on YouTube, different ages, different genders, and just different all types of things. And I really like watching their videos. And I'll hop on the sofa and watch a video. And the person doesn't have to have a lot of bells and whistles. They don't have to have a lot of stuff set up. They're just giving me really good value. And I'm sitting there listening and learning. So as I close, I want you to feel like if you're a coach or you're a speaker or a trainer or service-based entrepreneur who wants visibility and to grow your brand, this channel is for you. And it's not going anywhere. It's getting bigger and bigger. It is a great channel. YouTube is a great place to be. You can go to YouTube and hear lots of people saying it. It's a great place to be. And you don't have to worry about all of these different changes and algorithms and chasing and all of that and the hustle culture. And people can find you for months and years to come. So you are not late. Okay, you do not have to have a lot of stuff. You do not have to have a big production. You don't have to have a lot of followers. I started with zero. You just need to get clear on two things. Okay, what is your message? Okay, what is your message? Okay, what do you want to say? And who are you speaking to? That's what you need to be clear on, okay? And if you're still with me, I hope you get down in the description below and get that From Clarity to Clients playbook because it is great for everything I'm talking about now, getting clear on your brand, creating a visibility system, and creating a monetization path so you can create a framework and make money as a coach or a speaker. So I am so glad that you're here. And like I said, this is my journey from going from starting and stopping and starting and stopping to getting consistent, getting clear, getting committed, and getting serious about YouTube. And I'm going to keep on and keep on and keep on because I know I'm going to continue to grow. The biggest thing is to grow my brand, become more of a trusted authority, and it just continues to help as you create a digital footprint that people can go there and see you and hear you. Because when people see you and hear you, they come to trust you. So I hope that this journey of mine from getting started at YouTube over 50, no tech, no heavy editing, no big production. I hope it has inspired you. If you're a coach, a speaker, a trainer, service-based entrepreneur, you want to build a brand this year. I hope it has inspired you because YouTube is the place to be. And then you can even grow where you can have people downloading your lead magnets because you put it in your description. Or, you can have people joining some of your other places like your blog or your newsletter because you put in your description. You can also put the link on your LinkedIn channel and lead people to your YouTube. It's just so much you can do for your brand as a coach, a consultant, a speaker, entrepreneur who is trying to grow and trying to make sure that you're not chasing algorithms, you're not everywhere, you're not, trying to do everything, but you're in a place where you can be found for a long time. So don't forget, as I always like to say, I'm Marsha Lynn Hudson. If you're new to me, I'm a brand and marketing strategist. I always like to say the secret sauce to your success, and I had to tell myself that, is you and the decisions you make. Now, it doesn't take a year. It just takes a decision.